So here's a short video of some of the parts that I picked up last weekend from Peter K. Down in California. Some cool stuff here, a lot of different things. All these parts are for an FL350. This one here, if you notice, has a different backing plate than the standard Power Bloc. So this one, Peter was telling me, was made by Harold of HRD because it doesn't have that setup on it. They also used to put a coating on them to try and make the clutch faces last longer. There's a whole bunch of different belt width sizes here. This one's 1.25 inches. That one's 1.25 inches. And one of these other ones is set up for an 1.5 inch belt. But a lot of different parts. The holes that were threaded and drilled in here, that was something that they were trying back in the stadium days. What exactly it entailed, I don't remember, but I was told. So hopefully there's enough here to make one good clutch that I'll need for my buggy, and then I'll be able to just put the rest of this stuff up for sale. Some of the faces are good, some of them aren't. Some of them probably be good for just parts. The springs are pretty much worn out. These, they're not in too bad a shape. Some of them are the ones before the D-rings, or they were removed, and some of them still have the D-ring on them. Oh, he threw in this crank, but unfortunately it's going to need the bearing replaced in it, but I don't know if those are worth any money or not. If they're not, I don't know what I'll do. Paperweight, I guess. I got a bunch of other parts with it as well. Pucks, washers, the things to hold the faces together. There's 3 bolts in here to hold the clutch in place. There's 2 pullers, or actually 3 pullers. So that turned out well. And then let me flip this over, and I can show you what's on the other side. On this side, we've got our more springs. He had made these to knock the bushings out, to replace the bushings. So these are bushings for like the HRD clutches. These are the this piece that would slide on this right here on the shaft. Here's other bushings, some springs. Again, most of these are worn out, and then mostly just spare parts. Some of the rings. What I did notice on some of these clutches is they actually went ahead and I don't know how well you can see it, the sun's kind of messing with it, but there's a locking tab in there that keeps the part in place. You can see where they widened this one to go with a larger belt, 1.5 inch belt. So there is some cool stuff here. I ended up picking up a bunch of FL400 clutch parts, and I'll do a short video on that next.